You can count on begins with Columbia County Libraries recently adopting new guidelines when it comes to book placement, sparking some controversy. Hannah Latier has the story.
Those new guidelines address age appropriateness for books. Since they were approved by the county's Board of Commissioners, some previously young adult or teen books have been moved to the adult section.
The Library Advisory Board is an advisory board, and so they sent a draft of some proposed additions to the guidelines for the Commission to review and adopt.
Couch says these additions add to the old standards, which didn't specifically address what kind of books should be in which sections. The new guidelines address issues like sexuality, profanity, and violence.
And there's a cataloger that's employed under the library staff, and the cataloger will use these guidelines in determining where that book would be shelved in the library.
Andy Mueller, an opponent of the guidelines, thinks this still falls under censorship.
This has made it harder and more difficult for the teens when they actually do start moving books based on these very, very open to interpretation guidelines. Those books, they're going to be moving. Right now, it might be LGBTQ books that keep coming up, but based on these guidelines, you're going to start seeing all books be under review.
Some books recently brought to the library board for reconsideration had LGBTQ+ content. Couch says they were moved to the adult section based solely on their sexual and profane content. One book under review with LGBTQ+ content was a children's book, and it was not moved.
Number one highlights under defining what sexually explicit content is. It's acts of sexual intercourse, heterosexual or homosexual.
Mueller believes moving books based on these guidelines violates people's rights to access information in a public library and will create more issues in the future.
This is truly a neutral place for everyone to come and get information, research information, and feel safe in their public library. It is for everybody. And absolutely should nobody from a government entity have the overreach to tell people otherwise.
And the books are still accessible, so we have not banned books, we have not removed books from the library. Anyone that holds a library card, and there's not an age limit on that, can access any book or check out any book in any section of any Columbia County library.
The library has a process for which people can submit books for reconsideration. To learn more, visit WJBF.com. In Evans, Hannah Latier, WJBF News Channel 6.